Humanity, I love you all. With all my heart, with all my mind, with all my might. I love you all. The citizenry, the republic, I love you all. We all one. My heart's with you every day. Know that. I walk with you every step of the way. I love you all forever. This is who we are. We're infinite energy. We're infinite creation. We're infinite love. The heartbeat is testament of that. It's proof that we all love, we all energy, we all creation. I want to talk about transformation. I spoke about metamorphosis and what it means for us so we can come full circle, which is what we've done, because us, the human race, everyone, all of us are infinite energy, infinite love, infinite creation. Our free will is proof of that. This is who we are. We take action, daily action, purposeful daily action every day with our actions. This is how we determine who we are, our identity and true self, our purpose. So we can be on our way on true north towards our destinations, in flow, in harmony. Why, how? And this is the way it is, and it will always be. As part of this concept, this idea, this transformational concept that I've described earlier as metamorphoses, I'd like to deep dive in what that means and what that represents. Remember, everything starts within, inside, the inner self, the inner voice, the inner journey, the inner fire, infinite energy, the heartbeat, self-love, true self. It starts with us. So this stage of transformation that is happening across the board, across humanity, all of us at once, simultaneously. Remember, we, the citizenry of the Republic, Earth Republic, we all at one, simultaneously, self-sovereign. And that makes us heads of state and commanders-in-chief, all at once, simultaneously, forever, infinitely. Meaning we are in control of our destinies. We have free will forever, infinitely. This is the way it is and the way it would always be, because we have been chosen by destiny. We have been chosen to come and incarnate here on earth today, here and now, so we can found the Republic, which we've done on the 26th of May, 2023. So I'd like to talk about what this transformation entails and what it represents for all of us as humanity, the collective, humanity, Earth compass, humanity's compass, each and single one of us compass, internally, all of us combined, united by love, guided by love, fueled by love, driven by love, collectively and individually, because we're spherical light beings. This is who we are. Full circle. We're energy, infinite love, infinite action. So let's talk about the process. True self, each individual starts with love, loving ourselves because of our heartbeat. We're electrical. Our heartbeat keeps us alive. So we love with our hearts, so we feel with our hearts, so we love. Energy, infinite energy, love. Every day, all day, this is what we do, we create. Our energy is what guides us. Our energy is what makes us human. Our love is what defines our humanity. So, our actions must be taken with infinite love. So, creation can manifest itself through our free will every day, here and now, forever, as creators. We're infinite energy, we're spherical beings. Electromagnetic field around us, because of the heartbeat, determines that mathematically, physically, biologically, objective reality, truth. This is who we are. Earth's heartbeat, the pulse, humanity. This is who we are. So this idea has to do with inside-out transformation, which starts with the self-love. So we transform by loving ourselves first. Self-love, this is how this whole process gets started. So how we transform, how we metamorphosize into light beings, into compass, shatter illusions, rendering fantasies, manifest free will, infinite energy, infinite love. Inside-out transformation starts with us first, self-love. Then we self-transcend and go out there, shatter illusions, rendering fantasies. This is what we do. We're infinite energy, we're infinite love. Our heartbeat is proof to who we are, our nature, our DNA, our instincts are essentially part of our genome, our genetic code, our structure, molecular, organized agents of creation, love, infinite biochemistry of love, biology of love. This is who we are. Evolutionary biology, infinite biology, the eternal biology of love and creation in the flesh. The human race, us here on Earth today, the citizenry of the Republic of Planet Earth. And the way this mechanism works, inside-out transformation, is very simple. Once self-love kicks into gear, it's a very simple process. The deeper we go into our memories, each of us individually, I'll say that again, the deeper we go into our memories, the more profound the transformation. I'll say that one more time. The more profound the transformation. The deeper we go into our memories, the more profound the transformation. That is to say, when you go deep within your memory pools, across your existence as a human, your life here on Earth, as long as you can remember, as far as you can go, the deeper you go into your memories, the more profound the transformation. Because we are here to learn that lesson so we can become who we are. Compass, infinite light, infinite energy, infinite love, spherical light beings, who we are. And this process starts by understanding this very notion of inside-out transformation. So I'd like to give you an example that is relatable and applicable to all humans. We all go through different stages of development. Transformational stages, development stages, when we're little, when we're born, until, we become mature beings, mature humans, mature adults. So this is a process that is applicable across the board because we're all biological. It's part of our DNA. It's part of our evolutionary biology. We all have a process of development. So if you think about it as a timeline, the very early stages of our life, when we're little, when we're just newborns, is the past. That's where all the previous events start. Our earliest memories start the moment that we're born. There is this notion that there are memories also prior to being born, what you're being just stated in the womb, because the brain develops at that stage as well. The human brain and the senses are already acute enough to perceive and to form notions at a very early stage of gestation, when you are being prior to conception, you're still in the womb. because our brains develop in the womb, in the placenta, inside the human body. So we are developing inside the human body, and then our brains are there so we can have memories, and our senses are being developed as we develop within the womb. So there is this notion as well that we can also have memories prior to our birth. So past involves all these previous events. As long as the human body, biologically speaking, can go into memory pools, pre-birth, post-birth, till maturity, that's what I mean by previous events, past. That's the past in each other's life. The present is here and now, this very moment, the eternal moment that we're talking to right now, this instant, this very, very moment, the here and now, right now, here, me communicating with you through this channel. So that's the present, which represents the accumulation of all your memory pools, all your experiences, all your different life circumstances that you've been through that have shaped you. So this is how this timeline works. And then you have the future, which is unfolding. It's all these events, all these things, all these memories that you will have in the future as a result of your previous experiences, previous events, memories. Why is this so important? Because memories are essentially held in your mind, and they are rendered through visuals. When you memorize, you have a visual in your mind of the event that took place. So you visualize with your consciousness, your self-awareness, you visualize the memory in your mind. You think of the memory in your mind. That's just the way it is. So an event happens, and then when you think about it here and now, whoever you are, regardless of your age, as long as you're present here and now, you can think about the memory that took place in the past, that previous event. And that renders in the here and now in the way of a memory, visual memory, that you can think and act on and feel. When the memory comes to your mind, when you're remembering, recalling that event, that memory, it brings up emotions and feelings that are attached to that event that took place in the past. And we see it visually. So our senses, feelings and emotions, our consciousness and self-awareness are all connected in this process when we render these memories here and now of these previous events that took place in our lives. When we visualize them, when we project them, when we cast them here and now, and we think of those memories, all these things happen because it's part of the human condition, it's part of the human nature, it's part of our biology. Our brain and our heart sink in so we can feel and we can have our senses attuned in the moment of that memory as we pull it from our memory pools, so we can relive it in a way, not physically because it's a memory, but in our minds here and now. We feel it, we sense it, and we see it through our imagination in our minds. So why am I saying this? Because as you can see, we're electrical. We're energy beings. I have been saying this to you and I will repeat it again. We're electrical, we're energy beings, we're a force field. The heart creates life with a heartbeat. And that resonance generates a force field, an electromagnetic field around the human body that essentially allows us to create and feel and love, because the heart feels and loves. At the same time, because of that sense of creation, that act of creation called the heartbeat, we could exist, and this energy, this resonance, this electromagnetic field generates the current necessary for the whole circuitry of the body to operate and exist and be here so we can be alive. And part of that is the nervous system. It's a big fundamental part of it. The current moving across our circuitry of the brain and the nervous system through our body, through the nerves. So we move electricity, current throughout our body, and we can be alive, and we send signals and messaging throughout the entirety of the human body electrically as a result of the first impulse, which is the electromagnetic pulse of the heartbeat. So the heartbeat generates life that gives the power and energizes the body. And the brain is the mechanism that we use to communicate, transmit, and distribute electrical current throughout the systems so we can actually function and have this thing that we call the human body and the experience. So why is it all relevant? Because the mind, the brain is electrical. The brain has this mechanism, the gray matter. We call it neuroplasticity, is the way the circuitry of the brain, the wiring of the brain, the way synapse is how the neurons, which are the cell brains, communicate with each other. So we have a cell and there is another cell and they communicate, so information moves, but information, data, memories, etc. and so on moves in the way of electricity, signals. And these signals are what we call synapse. Is the movement of energy in the brain that communicates, and that message is moved across the body in different ways through the nervous systems and the nerves that we all have and connects the entirety of our body. All because of the heartbeat, because it generated the first impulse of creation. The heartbeat, the electromagnetic field, powering the human brain and the entirety of the human body through electric means that are biochemical in nature. So if you think about it from that point of view, then you start to realize that one cell talking to another one, a dendrite communicating with an axion, that moves, that's called the synapse, the information. So that movement is a thought, a memory. It's electrical, it's energy. And because of that, remember, the body projects the memory. Thus, you feel, relieve the feelings and emotions that emanate as a result of that memory that you have. Meaning that when the memory comes and you are casting it, projecting it in a visual manner, when you're remembering, when you're recalling, your body, because of the mechanism that your brain has through the nervous system, sends signals in the way of neurotransmitters and hormones throughout the whole body, so you can actually feel, so you can actually have emotions and a reaction towards that memory. And that is essentially the whole system, and this is why everything comes together, and you can think of a memory and then you feel, and then it brings things up. If it's a positive memory, it will bring joy because your heart loves it. If it's negative, it will be a traumatic event, so it will be negative emotions that are being rendered by the electrical system that we all have in the body. So as you can see, this is important to understand as a principle, as an axiom, as a foundational stepping stone. So you see where electricity comes from and what electricity does to us in the way of recasting memories, recalling, projecting them into the present here and now. Why is this all important? Because we are a heartbeat, we're energy, we're love. So what is the meaning of that? Well, we create with our actions. So if we have a negative load in our actions, the outcomes will be not optimal. They will be dysfunctional outcomes. Our actions won't be aligned with pure love and energy creation. It will be a distorted reality, hence fantasies and illusions. Think about it from that point of view. Fantasies and illusions are actions that we take here and now that are not functional. dysfunctional. They're not in harmony because they're negative in nature, because of trauma, because of previous events that have taken place in our life. And when we think of those things, they bring those memories up. So why is this important? It's because we have the mechanism to transform ourselves through self-love, metamorphosis I have been explaining to you, the heartbeat. As long as we're alive, we are infinite energy and we can create because this is our purpose. This is who we are. So because of that, then you got to think about the possibilities of that. And I'll repeat that again. Because of that, you have to think about the potential and the possibilities of that, which is infinite creation and changing who you are, transforming yourself, metamorphosizing into a light being because of a heartbeat, spherical nature, electromagnetic field, full circle, compass. We shatter illusions, rendering fantasies. Meaning, all these memories, if they're negative, we can shatter them. We render them obsolete. Our energy field can transform them into a non-relevant state in which the memory itself has no negative impact on us any longer because of our heartbeat, because of our love. Our ability to love ourselves and understand that it is important to transcend and it's important to transmute all this negative energy, all this trauma that has happened in our past that is not necessarily ideal for our optimal state of mind, which is infinite energy, infinite creation, infinite love. So all these bad memories, these experiences, this trauma, we can relive them in the present. And as long as we love ourselves and we forgive ourselves and we move forward and we understand what they are, their energy, we can transform them and move away from them and live lives that are optimal because our heartbeat changes. So when we think of those memories, once the transformation starts, then those memories don't have a hold on us anymore from a negative emotion point of view, which is negative energy, is dissonance, is dysfunctional energy, is non-harmonious energy, is scattered, is energy that is not creative, is energy that is destructive. So you change that into formable energy that is coherent, that is loving, that is creative. And this is what you do with love. Love does that. It has the infinite potential to manifest reality through our actions. And how do we act? Because we can feel, because we love, because we're creation. Remember, when we make love, we make life. So as long as we love, we are creating. And we create with our actions because we are alive. We can do it. And electricity, we can here and now take the action to take the next step. And that could be as simple as thinking of a painful memory in our lives that has held us back, that has been problematic for any reason because of the pain and the suffering and the fear that has caused in our lives, in our day-to-day. So we can think of those memories and relive them, and here and now with love, move away from them, forgive ourselves or those perpetrators, those people who have done things to us, or the victims or anything. It doesn't really matter. Just think of it as a negative energy. So that energy can be transformed and transmuted into positivity, because then once you're able with your heart and your love to forgive yourself and move on from that experience, energetically speaking, your emotions change and transform forever. So every time this memory comes back and is recasted, the emotion will be lesser and lesser and lesser. So as long as you keep on loving it and keep on working on it, it lessens until it has no factorial value, meaning it's irrelevant because it has no hold on you any longer. Because energetically you transmuted the energy, you transformed the energy into positivity, infinite love, infinite energy, which is the whole purpose of this experience. Understand that we're light beings. Understand that we're magnetic fields of creation, that we are spheres, that we're full circle, that we're compass, that we shatter illusions, rendering fantasies. These memories and illusion, it doesn't exist. It happened in the past. So you can render obsolete because the fantasies that we live in the present, because of that illusion, because of that memory, are essentially problematic. They don't allow you to transform into this metamorphosized light being that we all are. Because we are energy, our heartbeat and our love can shatter that illusion, the memory that is negative, and the rendering those fantasies obsolete. because they have no hold on you. And the transformation doesn't delete the memory because it's your life, it's your memory pool, it's your experience, it's your past, it's who you are, it's your true self, your identity. He shaped you. But what it does, it removes all the negative load, all the negative charge of that memory, so you don't have these negative emotions holding you back. This dysfunctional, unharmonious wavelength disappears, is dissipated, is forever transmuted. Meaning the memory is just what it is, a memory, a lesson, an experience. And what is the meaning of that? Well, it's a very powerful meaning. What it means is that you're grateful for the experience. You're grateful to those who have perpetrated crimes against humanity, against you. You're grateful for those who have victimized you and have preyed on you. Because they have no hold on you, they have no power over you. These memories, these events that took place in your life cannot have an effect on you because you're infinite energy, you're infinite love. Because it helped you, it shaped you to become the person you are. It gave you the energy, the strength necessary to love yourself, to transmute that energy, to disintegrate, dissipate the negativity in it, so you can be positive and loving, and use that as a grateful event. So your gratitude takes hold. You're grateful for that event because it made you who you are today. It shaped you so you can have an identity and a true self, have a purpose, and take action, and understand that we're all here to learn that lesson, because all these memories are here as part of this mechanism of electromagnetism for us to transmute if they're negative, and think of them as just what they are, memories that allow us to get here to this moment. Be grateful about them, because they allow us to discover who we are. Hence, inside out transformation. So moving forward, if you think about it logically, if you go through all your memories, all your trauma, all these different things that have done things to you that are negative and have caused problems in your life, if you transmute them all, then it's energy. You see, it flows. The more memories you deal with, the deeper you go. And then the deeper you go until you get to a state in which you deal with all your trauma that you're conscious about, and then just comes to come up in memories, and these memory rushes and memory flows, they come and through. And with your self-love, and it's easier, it's an infinite process. You know, the deeper the memory, the easier to shatter. Once you start, you get this system in motion, because it's infinite, it's who we are. The more powerful you are, the more energy you manage. And when you manage more energy, the more capable you are to shattering fantasies, rendering illusions. So all these memories start to dissipate instantly, and they have no negative state in you in the here and now forever. So when you think of those memories, you see them for what they are, memories, nothing else. For experiences that allowed you to be here today, to transmute them, to disintegrate them, to repel them, to dissipate them, to counter them forever, because they have no hold over you at all. They just memories. And you're grateful, because that's what love is. Being grateful for those experiences that allowed you to transform, metamorphosize into this light being capable of loving and accepting and forgiving, and understanding that those who wish you harm are themselves in pain. They are pain, suffering, and fear, because they don't understand this mechanism. But they can understand it and put it into practice, because we're human. And if they all start to love themselves and forgive themselves for all the things that they've done, they will start to soon realize that there is a path for them as well in the Republic. Here with us, because we're all human, we're all compass, we all have this mechanism, we all have the ability to self-love. And this will never change, this will forever be. So this is the present, this is the now. You can use gratitude as this mechanism. So it shatters the illusions, rendering fantasies, meaning these memories that disturb. But now they have no hold over you, because you're infinite energy. Now, we haven't spoken about the future unfolding. So the future is what you create with your actions here and now. Daily action. Purposeful daily action. Forever. That will never change, and forever will be, because your actions when done as an infinite being of light and creation, what does that do? When you're an infinite being of light and creation, what does that do? It manifests reality through our free will, with our daily action, infinite energy, infinite love manifested in the flesh. And us manifest love. And we can use these memories as stepping stones for our metamorphoses into light beings, our magnetic field, who we are, why we're here, Earth, the Constitution, all of us together as spherical light beings, as we all are. So if you think about it from that point of view, then all your new future memories will be loving memories, force of creation memories, infinite energy, infinite power, because those previous memories were used as a leverage to transform you and metamorphosize you into a light being forever, for eternity, because energy is forever, because it's eternal. And this is who we are. We're the human heartbeat. And I say this, and I say it with all my heart, because humanity, I know who we are. We are infinite energy, infinite creation, infinite love. And it applies across all the boards to everybody. Even the most evil of people out there, those agents of darkness who are in fear, who operate in the shadows. You also human. You also have the ability to self-love. Learn how to love yourself. Forgive yourself for your actions, for your purposes, for your past. Become a loving creature. Be one with all, because we all are one with all. Spherical light beings, this is who we are, is our nature. Start the process of self-love in your lives so you can eventually self-transcend and start creating love and being part of existence as we all are here, the citizenry of the Republic. Now, having said this, think about the power of this notion. Us, light beings, spherical light beings, Earth, humans, compass, shattering illusions, rendering fantasies forever, for eternity. What does that mean? It means that we have the power forever, eternal energy, power, love, to create forever. Infinite energy of creation forever in the Republic, in the citizenry. Think of all the children, all of us, children of Earth, all of us. Our dreams matter because we're free, we're infinite. This is who we are, and this is what we came here to Earth. This is what we come here for, to love, to create, to understand that we're infinite energy, an infinite energy of love, infinite energy of creation, because we're a heartbeat, all of us. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your past. Join the Republic. Join the citizenry. United by love. Guided by love. Fueled by love. Driven by love. Love is eternal. It's forever. It's creation. The annals of history are clear. Humanity has matured enough to graduate into a light species, a benevolent race, a heartful race full of love and creation forever, eternally, without a doubt, because this is who we are. We are the human race. It is in our DNA. Our heartbeat says so. It's proof to who we are. The heartbeat of the human race is clear. The profound transformation has taken hold forever. We all in humanity, the Earth compass, Sun's compass, humanity's compass, each of us compass, all combined we are one. One with all, because we're infinite with energy. It will always be, and it will never stop being, because this is who we are. This is our purpose. This is what we are manifested in the flesh. This is who we are, and we will always be. Energy, infinite love, the heartbeat, our DNA, our genetic code, our genome, our structure, molecularly, atomically, who we are forever. I love you all. This is a message of love, always, Always. Love comes first because we are love. The human race is a loving race. It's a benevolent race. And we're not alone in existence. There is an infinite number of races and species, benevolent like us, loving in this moment with us, understanding our graduation, our ceremony, our transformation, our metamorphosis into light beings, spherical light beings, who we all are. Compasses, shattering illusions, rendering fantasies obsolete. And this is who we are, the human race. I love you all forever. I love you all forever. With all my might and all my heart, I love you all. Long live the Republic. Long live humanity. Forever. Infinitely. Eternally.